morning, welcome back to the channel. So this morning we are going to be drafting a bubu gown with pleats. So it's a trendy style. It has been trending since last year, so that's what we are going to be drafting out this morning. So I'm going to be using this Ankara fabric to draft out this pattern, and this is just 3 yards of this fabric. So the bubu gown is going to be short, and it's going to be having a little zip in front and also a bishop collar. So that's what we are going to be drafting out this morning. So if this is something you are interested in, please keep on watching, and if you've not subscribed yet to the channel, please subscribe. And if you've subscribed to the channel, thank you so much for subscribing. Please turn on your notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I upload a new video. So let's get straight into the tutorial. So firstly, before we get straight into the tutorial, I got a sheet of paper so that I can explain how you will fold your fabric. So you are not going to be folding your fabric the normal way you fold your fabric. You are going to be folding it this way. So let's say this is like 3 yards in a straight form. Like this is 3 yards of the fabric in a straight form. So you are not going to be folding this way. This is the normal way of folding. No, you are not going to be folding this way, but you are going to be folding this way. So if this whole length is 6 yards, that's how you are still going to fold. If it's 5 yards, that's how you are going to fold. So because I'm using 3 yards, this is how I'm still going to fold. So when you fold it this way, then you come this way. The reason why we are folding this way is because our dress is not going to be having a stitching at the shoulder line, so it's just going to be all straight. Look at it. So this is going to be the shoulder line automatically, and this is going to be the length of the dress. So now let's say example, and I cut out a neckline this way. Let's say I cut out a neckline this way. It's going to be looking like this. So this is how your dress is going to be. So this is going to be the shoulder line without any cutting, and this is going to be the length. So this is what we are going to be doing today. So now let me fold my fabric exact way I folded this and show you guys. So here is my fabric. As you can see, I folded my 3 yards into a long line, and I folded it into, okay, this is my 3 yards, so I folded it into 2, just exactly the way I did for the paper. So that's what we are going to be doing. So now we just start taking the measurements. So for the neckline I'm working with, I'm going to be working with 3 by 3 neckline. So for the neckline, it's going to be 3 by 3. So this is 3 by 3. So I'm going to be converting this. So this is 3 by 3. This is going to be for the front. Then for the back, we are going to be going in by 1 inch. So for the back is going to be 1 inch. So this is the neckline for the back. This is the neckline for the front. So now, as you can see from the picture, we have pleats by the shoulder all down. So that pleat, now to take out that pleat, firstly, you're going to be measuring the length of the sleeve you want to work with. The length of the sleeve I want to work with is 11, both with the hemming allowance. Now 11, and I'm going to be pleating at least 5 to 6 inches of for the pleats, from the pleat that you can see on the thumbnail. So I'm going to be taking my 11 inches for my normal sleeve length. Then I'm going to be taking in my 6 inches, so which is going to be giving me 17 inches. So I'm just going to add 1 inch, making it 18 for allowance of any circumstances that happens. So let's take 18 inches. So here is my 18 inches. So I'm going to be taking this 18 inches down, and I'm going to convert it into a straight line down to the dress. So the length of the dress I'm working with is 40. I want the full length of the dress to be 40. So I'm going to be adding 2 inches allowance for the pleats at the end of the dress. So that's going to give me 42. So So that's what I'll be taking right now. So this is 42. We're converting this 42 into a straight line. So now I'm going to be cutting out all of these lines. So now I'm just going to cut out the neckline first for the back. I'm going to be cutting out only for the back first, then I'll cut out for the front later. So now I've cut out for the back. Now for the front, I'm just going to cut it out this way. So now look at it. So this is for the front, this is for the back. So remember I told you that for the front, there's going to be having a small zip. Instead of the opening that the bubu styles usually have, this one is just going to be having zip. So let's say the zip I'm working with is like 8 inches. So I'm going to be taking 8 inches downward from this neckline, coming down to my 8 inches. So this is 8 inches here. I'm just going to be opening it up this way. So this is going to be for my zipper. So now the next thing we're going to working on is the pleats. So now for the slits, let's work on the slits. So from your neckline, you'll be going out by 4 or 3.5. So I'm doing 3.5. So this is 3. You're going to be marking 3.5 this way. Then from here, you're going to be taking 5 inch for your pleats. But before then, let me open this up this way so that you can understand what I'm doing better. So now this is the 3.5 inches we've taken now. So this is 3.5 inches. So I'm going to be marking another 5 inches, which is going to be for the first pleat. So let me measure what I have here and repeat it down. So this is 7.5. This is another 7.5 here. Then the 5 inches. So when I pleat this way, so when I pleat the first pleat, it's going to be looking this way. I'm pleating these 2 points together. So this. So when you mark it with your chalk, it's going to help you to know what you are doing. So this is the first pleat that we've done. This is the first pleat. So you pleat the second one also. And so when you pleat the second one also, it's going to be looking this way. So this is the first pleat. This is the second pleat. So when I was cutting, I made a mistake. The mistake I made was that when I was calculating for the pleat, I only calculated for one of the pleats instead of 2 of the pleats. So now I'm just going to add back my material to it, and it's going to help me with the shaping and every other thing. So it's not like it's going to affect anything I've done. So probably when I add it, it's going to be here. Do we understand? So it's just going to be here around the side, and that is it. So it's not going to be giving me any problem. So that's what we are going to be doing. So right now, this pleat, now I'm going to be pleating it neatly and iron it and show you how it looks before I take it to the sewing machine. So guys, before I'm going to iron this, I want to show you something. So I took 7 inches from this neckline down here. So this is the pleat, this is the 2 marking. This 2 line is going to be for my first pleat, and this second one is going to be for my second pleat. So that's what I want to show you. So, and I made sure I took this same line down to the back. So this is the back part, and I also did the same to the front part. So by the time I'm going to be taking in the pleats, it's going to be very easy for me. So it's going to be advisable for you to take your lines before you start pleating or ironing. So this is so easy that I'll just take it to, I'm just going to iron it this way. When I finish ironing, I'll just take my straight stitch, and it's just going to be on the chalked line, and it will be very easy for me. So this same thing I did here, I'm going to be doing it to this other side, so that everything will come out neat. Then this was where I made the mistake. You will notice that after I've taken my first pleat and my second pleat, what is remaining is just 1 inch, which is supposed to be remaining more than that, because remember I said the total amount of the sleeve I'm working with is 11. So by the time I add this 1 inch to this 7 inch, is not up to 11. So I'm just going to be taking this material that I cut out in the first place, and I'm just going to be attaching it to it. It's not like it's going to cause any problem, because the pleat is going to be covering the joining, so it's going to be easy. So that's what I just want to share with you. So after this, I'm going to iron and pleat. Then come back and show you what it is looking like. So the ironing is just going to be this way. So I'm just repeating myself. It's just going to be this way. After I've ironed, and I'm going to take my straight stitch this way. So that is it. So for the facing for the neckline, so this is under material. I folded it into two. So I'm placing, this is my neckline, this is the back part, this is the front part. The shorter part is at the back, while the longer part is at the front. So I'm just going to trace this one out this way. For the longer part, for the front part, I'm just going to complete where I want it to fit, and this place is just fine for me. So from here now, and I just make the shape I want for my application. I just put this one out. So here is the finished look of this dress. So I thought I was going to insert a zipper. So this is the zip. This is the collar. I inserted a collar. And these were the pleats that we made, remember. So for the sleeve, when I finished, I noticed that the sleeve was short. So I had to add a band to it, and I ironed it flat. So this is the finished look of the dress, and it's very nice. So if you like to see how I made this collar that is sitting down, you know there's some collars you make that it will be looking like this, but this one is lying smooth on the neck. So I'm going to make a video on how to make this collar, probably in the next video or something. So I'll make it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If it was, please give me a thumbs up, like, comment and share. And you can guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. So bye.